Yo, haha, Miltnificent.
What is good, YouTube? Your boy Miltnificent coming back with another Into the AM video. And actually, today I want to talk about Into the AM's fall 2025 lineup. I feel like their clothes are endless, and actually my wardrobe is filled with nothing but Into the AM gear, just because the strength of these clothes, the dependability, the reliability, it's inexpensive. I mean, it gives you a variety of different decisions that you can make within your wardrobe. And for me, as a person that does a lot of sneaker YouTube, it gives me the ability to interchange and have an endless amount of color combinations, and especially during the fall season when, you know, the weather could be unpredictable. But I'm going to show you some of the benefits that each of these pieces of gear that I'm getting ready to show you can be for you. But before we get into that, I'm going to let everybody know, listen, let me give you some examples of these shirts. So we have the long sleeve Into the AM branded shirt. I'm going to show you the kind of like the graphic shirt later on. I think there's a feature on that I really like. But a lot of Into the AM's gear is very, very durable. It has a lot of breathability. And the fact that the eco-friendly colors that they use for their inks and their drawings, again, I'm going to show you this later on. And the fact that the fabric, I love the fabric that they use on this because it's so soft. It's soft to the touch, but it can go through a series of multiple washes. You don't have to worry about, you know, most of the shrinkage in most clothes that you buy today, because, you know, their materials, they're pre-shrunk and they last a long duration. But this, I'll give you an example, is the long sleeve branded t-shirt from Into the AM. And of course, if for those who like to jog a lot, you're outside, you're trying to be active, you're in the gym, you want to be active, we have Into the AM's active pants. I've worn this a lot, especially when I go out and I'm exercising and I'm doing my exercises outside specifically. I don't really hit the gym, but when I'm outside, I want to make sure I have a pair of pants that does exactly what it says. It's active, but it has pockets where I can store things like my cell phone, keys, my wallet, things of that kind of, etc. But the accessories on this, man, you have the drawstring on this. It comes with a backwards, there's a back pocket and two side pockets with a zipper pocket on the side to help keep everything secure. So something like this is good for the fall for those who like to run outside and do countless jogging outside. And of course, with the whole, put this right here, but the flannel jacket is my favorite, just because if it's windy, this can be good or added on as an extra layer. So they have the flannel jacket on the inside of this, and it feels good. This is good for trapping heat, especially when you're kind of exposed to the wind gusts and stuff like that for this fall. And of course, it comes with the whole hoodie at the top with the drawstrings. It is a button up, but it has chest pockets kind of on the top right here, as well as side pockets that you can kind of, it's pretty deep in this one, where you can store your cell phone, again, other accessories. So this is another favorite of mine, the flannel jacket. Of course, I'm also wearing the flannel shirt, and you can't go wrong with that. And as I'm talking to you, I can feel my body heat trapping the temperature in here. But that's a good thing for, you know, again, you go in the fall, go in the winter, etc., etc. Another one of my favorites, fall favorites for Into the AM, and a lot of people see me wearing this a lot, the jogger pants. Now, the jogger pants, these jogger pants are so good just because it kind of wraps around the skin, but you can barely feel it when you're walking, if that makes sense. So whether you're sitting down, standing up, I feel like this is kind of like something I can wear specifically around the house, even outside the house, and just styling. And I want my body to relax when I'm outside. Definitely my go-to, my Into the AM jogger pants. Features that drawstring. Of course, you got that zipper pocket in the back if you want to secure your wallet. You have pockets, kind of like regular pockets on the side, and this one has a hidden chamber zipper on the side where you can secure your wallet, keys, things of that, etc. So let me put that down here. And of course, I showed you the active pants, at least the active joggers, and they also have active hoodies. So again, Into the AM, this is one of the things that I like about this. It's just endless possibilities, combinations, different styles, variants that you can wear, especially, again, coming up fall 2025. If you're looking for just something to wear during a fall session, or you're looking for something to add as a layer, all these clothes I'm getting ready to show you, great combination. And last but not least, you got the jogger pants, got to have the jogger hoodie. And the hoodie, let me tell you right now, the hoodie is definitely good for a underlay. So, and this features the whole kangaroo style pockets. And of course, this is the branded Into the AM joggers. Again, all these accessories and more on Into the AM's website. If you look now, you'll probably see a nice percentage. And don't forget to use my code MiltNiFicent to get yourself 10% off, an additional 10% off the sale price. You got to take advantage of that. I'll leave a link in the description. Now, let's get to the 3 new products that I'm going to put on the Miltnificent channel for the first time. And then you'll also see me modeling this. This is one of the most favorite things that I like to see on the Miltnificent channel. Now, I've done this before, and this is the Into the AM bomber jacket. This one is the medium olive. Let me tell you right now, there are so many benefits to this, especially when it comes to the fall session and the winter session. I'm going to show you momentarily. The jogger, at least the bomber, I should say, the bomber jacket is one of my favorite from Into the AM because I've done the black one before, but this is the midnight olive. And one of the benefits that I had with this is the fact that it has a 100% polyester outer shell as well as polyester on the inner. This is so comfortable because it's so soft and it's so effective when it comes to rain. So this actually, despite what people think, it's not even just stylish, just looks good, but it also repels rain when you're outside. This is one of my outer shell jackets that I would wear on top of the hoodie so that if it was raining outside, all that water would just simply repel off this jacket. Of course, it features that whole Into the AM zipper on the front with additional side pockets on the side, again, to secure some of the most precious things that you might have. And I felt like when I did the bomber jacket, I'll show you guys momentarily, the midnight navy was a good one for me. You'll probably see it right here because I can color combination this with a lot of different things. So this is the Air Jordan 4. I'm giving you an example. The Undefeated. So the Undefeated and this goes together seamlessly. And another one of the things that I like to show you, you'll probably see it modeling here, is the whole Into the AM Legacy jeans. The Legacy jeans, in my opinion, is probably one of the best things on the bottoms on Into the AM website because you can use and customize it with other different gears that I just show you momentarily. So, but the bomber jacket itself, again, you'll see me modeling right here. I just like to put it on because it's just so simple, simplistic, it's stylish, but it's also effective. And definitely when it rains, it's something that'll keep you warm. It'll also trap that body heat, but most importantly, if it rains, it'll just, you'll see the water just drip right off. Very effective. I kind of like this. And you know what, again, you don't want to get too comfortable with this. You might fall asleep. Actually, one of the things about trapping body heat, when you get too comfortable and you're sitting in a position for a long duration of time, you can get comfortable and kind of doze off. But the bomber jacket Into the AM, this is the midnight olive colorway. Man, and then you can see right here on the top, Spantex, strand, duration. I mean, the strength of this is just unbelievable. But this is I love their bomber jackets. So if you get a chance, check that out. That is also on sale, you know, for the fall 2025 session. And if that's not enough, one of my favorite ones. Now this one is a Cosmic Clash hoodie, and this is in black. This is one of the, I want to say designer, but this is one of the artwork that I was talking about earlier this year with the whole graphic. You've seen the graphic t-shirts, but this is a graphic hoodie. So this graphic hoodie is definitely going to be on my list because this particular, I want to say, hoodie has a design. These are all, again, all handcrafted. The designs are flawless, eco-friendly inks that can survive multiple washes. This is one of my favorite hoodies just because looking at this colorway, I can definitely pull out my Kobe 6 reverse Grinch on these. And this gives me a reason to wear this kind of like more often now. But you can see right here, this design is so flawless. Of course, you got the drawstrings at the top. And with this hoodie, it actually has kind of like a hidden pocket, if I'm not mistaken. But these are definitely kangaroo style pockets on each side. But this, man, it's so soft. So soft. I might have to try this on, but you'll see me modeling it right here. But as again, when you look at the actual design itself, this is definitely one of the best. Now, it's good to have the jogger, at least the hoodies themselves, but the hoodies with the actual graphic design, and you can see right here, it's very detailed in particular. It's kind of one of my favorite designs to wear, again, with the Kobe 6 reverse Grinch, but it does come with the active drawstring. So, you know, once you're out in the cold, this is something that you kind of be beneficial for you. You can't go wrong with this, man. This will actually add as a underlay with the bomber jacket if you think about it, especially if a black version. You combine this with this, and your fall winter days might be a little bit more comfortable and warm. And lastly but not least, and this is one of my favorite right here. This is the Gleaming Octaglow in the dark long sleeve shirt. So kind of similar to what I showed you in the beginning of this video, the long sleeve shirt on this actually has a graphic design. And what I like about this shirt is the fact that it can glow in the dark. In fact, if you look on Into the AM's website, there's certain different graphic designs that people do that are handmade, but they add that little feature where it can glow in the dark. And I'm kind of a sucker for glow in the dark materials. But right here, you can see right here, this is a long sleeve. This will act as your underlay. But this, I like this design. It's definitely an eye catcher. Most people that I see, especially around here, like they see me wearing these Into the AM gear and they're looking like, where is that from? You know, with the artwork. A lot of people compliment the artwork that, you know, the designer puts on their t-shirts, and rightfully so, because they do stand out. Again, their materials are so soft because this is a combination of polyester, spandex, and cotton, where, again, this can survive multiple washes, inexpensive, durable, and reliable, definitely going to last a long period of time. Comment below. Let me know what you think of this. You'll see me kind of like watching over this. And if you're wondering, well, Milton, do you have something that can color match this? Well, in the sneaker world, pretty much anything. This is the Nike SB Dunk, at least Run the Jewels. And this complements the color of this shirt. I don't know if you can see that. But this complements it perfectly. Perfectly. You can see that right there. Boy, Miltnificent, man. I always have color combination for my different sneakers with Into the AM gear. I'll be ready, stylish, at least for the fall session. And, you know, with the whole sneaker collection, this will go perfectly and blend good together. But your boy Miltnificent, man, Into the AM 2025 fall edition. And you can even throw in winter because, again, there's some underlays and overlays that you can put on in various different items available on Into the AM's website. Again, use my code MillyMilt to get yourself an additional 10% off. I'll leave a link in the description. Seamless, easy, comfortable, stylish, reliable. Your boy Miltnificent, man. I am out. Into the AM 2025. And you guys, stay blessed.